Okay, so we're going to take a look at this problem, and in order for us to get the total area, we have to realize that these are three different shapes. There are two triangles, and there's one trapezoid, and so we have to get the area of each one separately before we can add them together to get the total area. And so I wrote the formula for the two triangles, which is area equals 1/2 times base times height. And the trapezoid is area equals 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times height. And so let's go ahead and look at it. I've already wrote the measurements in. For triangle number 1, the base and the height is 5 centimeters. So 5 times 5 is 25 times 1/2 would equal 25 over 2, which is 25 divided by 2, which would equal 12 and 5/10. I'm going to put that over here so we can add that later. So for the second triangle, you have to add that 5 centimeters right there that's on the border with the other triangle, plus the 2 extra centimeters. That would be the height. So that's the 7, and 6 would be the base, which 1/2. Well, 6 times 7 is 42, and 1/2 times 42 equals 42 over 2, which is 42 divided by 2, which is 21. So we're going to add that one over here so that we can add these in a second. And the last one is the trapezoid. So the two triangles base, we add those up because that's the same length as that trapezoid. And so that's, the base 1 is 9. If you add 5 and 6, that is 11. And that would be your base 2. So I've already written that down, 9 plus 11, which is 20. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply it times 5, which is 100. Now we're going to bring this down and multiply 1/2 times 100, which will equal 100 over 2, which is the same as 100 divided by 2, which is 50. So we're going to do that here. So we have 5, and because we're adding, we're going to carry our decimal down. We had 1 and 2, and that equals 3. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So our total area is 83 5/10.